Gonna say.
Ain't playing. Ain't playing. Right there ain't playing. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Mrs. Red Phoenix, and today we are reviewing the Barrett M107 A1 BMG. You see her? She is amazing. She couldn't even fit all the way in the screen the way my camera is set up. But we're just gonna make it do what it do and continue to move on. First things first, safety. There is no mag in and nothing in the chamber. Let me set her back like she was. So everything is safe and clear and we can move on. This is not my gun. This is Scott's gun from Mainline Gun and Tactical. So thank you, Scott, for always supporting. I really appreciate you. I digress. Again, we're going to be doing a full review on the M107 A1 BMG. So we're going to look at the history of the company, which is Barrett. We're going to look at the specs, specifically what's changed from the M82 to the 107. We'll look at that. And then we're going to look at, most definitely, the power it possesses. Power, I think, is the thing that attracts me the most. So I'm most definitely going to implement that and talk about that some. And then we'll see if I can change my mind and make it work in my head to spend anywhere from $13,000 to $16,000, depending on the variant that I get as far as the M107 A1. And hopefully, I really hope by the end of this video, I decide to just go ahead and pull the trigger, pun intended, pull the trigger and purchase her. But if it doesn't make sense to me, then I'm really probably not going to do it. Because I know I have access. Scott has no problem allowing me to use his gun whenever I want to. But we're going to talk about how much it costs to shoot this beautiful beast each time you bring her out. So I'm okay with purchasing her, again, if I can justify the cost, but I'm not okay with purchasing her just to do a video once or twice a year. Because I can't, right now, I can't see any other reason I would be shooting her unless I just want to blow my back out and feel some power. And that's okay, I have enough guns to do that because that shotgun can beat me up pretty bad if that's what I want. So the best way to start is start from the beginning. In 1982, Ronnie Barrett founded Barrett Firearms Manufacturing in Tennessee, where it still remains. Now, Ronnie, a photographer at the time, had no formal engineering background. So what he did was he sketched a rifle that could fire the 50 BMG. His goal was to take the power from the Modus and to put it into a practical shoulder-fired semi-automatic 50 caliber rifle. And that's exactly what he did when he created the M82 A1. In the late 80s, the M82 A1 went into production. After that, it became very popular with militaries all around the world. We're going to go ahead and fast forward to 2011 when the M107 A1 came about. Now let's look at the specs and see how they're different from the M82 A1. We're going to see the improvements that they made and go by them one by one. Let's go. So the biggest change overall is that the gun is lighter. So lighter is not really lighter. It's still heavy. But it went from being 32 pounds to 27 pounds. That five pound reduction is huge. But for somebody in my frame, that's still not huge enough. I'm sure that the people that are using the gun on a regular basis really appreciate the 5 pounds. Let's start with how the 5 pounds were reduced, which was by using titanium and aluminum components throughout the gun, but with a high concentration in the upper receiver and the bolt carrier group. The barrel is also fluted, which helps with the weight reduction and improved heat dissipation. Other improvements include a redesigned recoil buffer system inside of the buttstock that works in tandem with the rifle's short recoil action, A new large muzzle brake, which allows a quick attach suppressor. The butt pad, which is a thick rubberized butt pad at the rear. Aluminum alloy Picatinny rails. Overall, the improvements have made the design lighter, quicker, and more modular. I love the improvements and I love this gun. It is simply awesome. We're gonna see how powerful this gun really is and put it into context in ways that we can truly understand and relate. Okay, now's the fun part. Now's the part where I get to go out and shoot and show the range day. So this is the bullet. This bullet is one of my favorite bullets, only because I love the way it looks. I love the size of it and just the power that it has. Again, this is 660 grain. I paid about $8 a round for this. I paid around $80 to get it here. It was actually $78 and some change for 10 rounds. When shooting, the effective range is around 1 mile. The max range is around 4 miles. However, it is not as accurate. The bullet velocity is around 2,800 feet per second, depending on the load. The recoil energy, the power of the kick, is about 90 to 100 foot-pounds of force. Let me put this in perspective. If a baseball was thrown about 90 miles per hour, it would hit with the power of the recoil from the BMG. A 5-pound sledgehammer swung at about 20 miles per hour delivers the same force as the 50 BMG. That's putting things in perspective.
You ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
That shit mean as hell.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Clear.
Okay guys, well, we're coming to the end of our video, and from the look of things, although purchasing the 107A1 is a great investment because it does appreciate, from the history, it has appreciated every year. However, at the rate that it appreciates, it's just not worth me putting my money into, my little 13 to 16,000 into. I can do so much more with $16,000, especially since I have access to one. And on top of that, I'm really not going to be shooting it like that. I would really be buying it for, well, it's kind of a flex to own one. So I'll really be buying it for the flex, just to say I own one. Anything else, I can borrow it. And I think I'm going to do that. Again, although I love it, and it is powerful, and it has great resale value. The company, Barrett, has been around for a long time, but I didn't mention this in the beginning. The company was sold in 2021. The company that purchased it, it is owned by the NIOA group, and they are based out of Australia. They are a family-owned company. Barrett is not traded publicly. I tried to find a lot of information on Barrett, but I did see that their guns are very high demand. So to invest in one wouldn't be a bad decision, but I still love the gun. And I do want it. I do want it. I do. It just doesn't make sense. But so thank you, Scott, for letting me borrow the gun. I hope you continue to let me borrow it because I am not going to buy one. And until next time, guys, it's been real. This is really my first video since I've been back on social media that I've done a full video. And it took me forever to edit the video because I had to learn everything over again. I had to film myself, which is not what I'm used to doing. But it's been a great experience and a great learning experience. So I apologize if this is late. I apologize if I messed up. But hey, I'm human, and I hope you do realize that. So please give me grace. You don't have to, but you should. Be blessed. I love you guys. And until next time.